All the whole Remy and Pap situation, none of it was true.
I don't have nothing to do with that.
Okay.
Yeah, I have been open in all my relationships that I've had. All of them.
When this man is practically begging for a divorce and she won't sign the papers, why is Remy placing Pat P.O. in lockdown?
I don't know.
It has gotten so bad that Claressa Shields is willing to get into the ring to literally give her some sense. And this is no longer just about love.
You were surprised when Papoose wanted to marry you? After you got sentenced, because you just knew he was, you just knew he was on it. Yeah.
Nah.
And I thought that was like a real stand-up thing to do.
He's one of a kind. I could definitely say that.
Let's not forget that this man held Remy down while she was in prison, maintained her reputation, and stayed true, even as she is currently out here stacking her bread and cuddling up to the black captain, who has already moved on with 2 younger ladies. There are rumors that Pat might be interested in that alimony bag. Remy is still refusing to let Papoose go, and she thinks Claressa Shields isn't being honest. Let's begin. Claressa has been showing her affection for Pap in the most overt way possible. Her most recent Instagram post was a birthday message that made everyone talk.
I don't They both nice. But it would have to be new lyrics now. Right? Because
She wrote a man a letter. Happy birthday. You're getting all of your birthday punches today. So may God provide you many more years and even faster hands. King, happy birthday. Let's face it, those birthday punches were undoubtedly hurting her, even though that was adorable. I am incredibly grateful for your life, laughter, music, love, and direction. You are genuinely unique.
You ready?
Remy is out there playing hide and seek with those divorce papers, which is why Pap hasn't proposed yet despite all of that love. Please understand that Pap has been telling folks that he has been asking for this divorce more than once or twice.
No, besides the great performances, it was like one small, tiny, itsy-bitsy incident with Rye and one of Andy's friends, but it was nothing.
trying to switch someone in the room.
It was like one little fight. Nowhere near me, like a football field away.
However, the receipts are always visible whenever Remy causes additional controversy. Do any of you recall when Remy made public the text messages that Pap and Claressa exchanged? Claressa was furious that Pap hadn't informed her that he had arrived home safely, and the tea was hot. She kept things real by stating, "You are the one who is married, so if you can't at least sleep on the phone with me or be with me in person, it shouldn't be a big deal to let me know that you made it home safely." Remy wasn't done though. She went on to say that Pap had threatened to call the police on her and that she even had recordings of him becoming violent.
I love really, really, really hard. But I'm happy to, love somebody who wanna, love somebody back. You know what I'm saying? He is just such a sweetheart. Ain't nobody tell him to tie my goddamn boot either, but he said it wasn't laced right, so he laced it right. It was so funny.
Remy isn't going to stop now either. Though he did say that Remy is furious because he moved on, and let's face it, she cheated on him first. Pap swiftly put a halt to everything and denied all of the claims. 2023 Christmas, do you recall the rap battle in which Remy publicly declared her love for the block captain Easy? So why aren't you letting Pap go even if you're out here claiming a whole other man? There is more that Claressa and Pap have been involved in, so if you thought that was messy, wait. They recently set huge couple goals by taking a luxury Valentine's Day vacation to Hawaii, which allowed everyone to witness their devotion up close. Oh, they were enjoying the sun, the sea, and being themselves, living life to the fullest. Additionally, Pap wasn't simply lounging. He was out there launching the first Hawaii Fest. Since Pap is constantly working on his business, he took the time to post on Threads to update everyone on its progress. We set records this year, and the performance was fantastic, with many celebrities in attendance.
Two of us, we can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
All right, Claressa was out here securing hearts while Mr. Pap was out here securing the bag. To demonstrate what true love looks like, she even posted a cute video of herself and her lover on the beach. But hold on, things are going to get serious now. According to rumors, Pap had been planning this romantic retreat for months. The initial idea was to formally announce it so he could have his big moment and ask Claressa to marry him on Valentine's Day. With Remy, who could you imagine? The entire strategy was ruined, and she continues to put things off. Imagine the perfect proposal: Hawaii, the ocean wind, and the romance in the air. But guess who had to intervene and spoil it? Remy. The explanation is that she's out here playing games and keeping Pat on lock since things with her new lover, Easy the Block Captain, weren't going as planned. Let's face it, Januai is feeling something because she is seeing the same level of love and support that she once experienced. What you are truly terrified of is revealed by the way Remy is clinging to this marriage. According to rumors circulating on the streets, Remy is refusing to sign the divorce papers since she is aware that Pap would be receiving the alimony payment, and let's face it, she doesn't give a damn. It must have hurt to watch him turn there and show out for another woman like that, especially since Claressa's boxing bout while she was making her way to the ring was an entirely different level of love and support. I wish to pay those dollars. Because the other partner earns substantially more money after a divorce, the financially weaker partner usually is entitled to spousal support, commonly referred to as alimony. For all those years, Pap was the one keeping it down. So let's not pretend otherwise. When deciding on alimony, the courts take into account several crucial elements, such as the length of the marriage, the sizable wage disparity, and who made what contributions during the union. Since Pap has a valid argument in this instance, it is unclear if Remy is clinging to him out of love or just to retain her money in her pocket. Fling. They spent more than 10 years together. 11 years. They started dating in 2004, got hitched in 2008, and broke up in 2023. The bizarre thing is that they weren't your typical couple. They were married over the phone while Remy was in jail. What is dedication if not that? And remember that Pap was there for her through it all. Pap was present when Remy was sentenced in 2008 and remained there in 2014. They even held a televised wedding ceremony to commemorate their love-in. In 2018, they welcomed Reminisce Mackenzie, their daughter. Since Pap helped Remy through some of the most difficult periods of her life, let's talk about money when deciding who should get support now that they are considering getting a divorce. This is where things become really complicated, and Pap has a good point. When Remy Ma gets those divorce papers, she realizes that Pap would most likely be receiving alimony because her estimated net worth is $4 million. Which is far higher than Pap's. A large amount of Remy's riches comes from her record-breaking sales on reality TV, appearances, apparel line, and her debut album from 2006. Remy stayed relevant despite not becoming as well known as some of her peers. She had 4 nominations and 1 win for Best Female Hip Hop Artist at the BET Awards. But let's be honest, she was putting out mixtapes from behind bars while she was incarcerated, and guess who was out there promoting and making money off of them? When she was unable to maintain her reputation, he did it for her. When she was finally free in 2014, she and Pap used VH1's Love and Hip Hop New York to bring their love story to the small screen. They went on to land multiple spin-offs, and who was there to ensure that those TV deals continued to come in? People were paying attention because Pop was more than simply a supporting character. He played a significant role in the plot, including their love, hardships, and family. When Remy unveiled the Remy Ma line in 2018, that was another bag secured. But guess what? Pap wasn't as much of a star of the presentation as Remy was. Pop made the smart decision to contribute a portion of the profits to support women and families affected by incarceration. Let's not pretend, however, that Pap wasn't also out there pushing that brand. He was wearing the men's apparel to events to make sure people saw it and to bring the collection a lot of publicity. Remy's money was being used for the type of promotion that companies pay well-known influencers for. Jason Scott, Remy's teenage son at the time, was not left on his own while she was incarcerated. When Remy was unable to be present, Pap stepped up and assumed the role of a father figure, a huge responsibility without hesitation. But after Remy is freed from prison, this is where things take a deadly turn. Jason, her son, was taken into custody and charged with first-degree murder and other serious crimes in relation to the horrific incident that occurred in Queens, New York in 2021. It's an unfortunate situation, but it simply emphasizes how much stability Pap was offering in Remy's absence. He was caring for her child and keeping everything together, which is something that cannot be appreciated. He wasn't only keeping the house together. Now, it seems that Remy is aware that Pap has a compelling case for alimony when we talk about this divorce and the grounds behind her tardiness. But what about Claressa? She is unhappy about everything, as you well know, and Remy is putting things off and destroying her wedding schedule. This isn't a casual relationship, and I'm not the type to keep quiet when things aren't going well. They are not playing games, but they are stuck now. Claressa is completely devoted. She considers Pap her king and adores him without conditions. Claressa cannot even proceed with Pap because he is still legally married to another woman. How much more time must she wait? Imagine being ready to start a new life with someone, only to have a giant barrier that prevents you from moving forward. To make things worse, that barrier, called Remy, is still stirring in the background. It's annoying, disorganized, and draining, and you have to question how much longer Claressa will put up with this before she wants some actual responses and action. The real question, though, is whether Remy is still with Pap because she genuinely loves him, or whether this is merely a ploy to obtain the alimony check she knows is coming. For a moment, let's be honest, even if any woman in Claressa's shoes would be incensed. Behavior, and how about Claressa? Will she give up and go, or will she really put up with all this drama? Above all, how long should Pap wait for Remy to release him? Kindly let me know your thoughts on this by leaving a comment. Click like and subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on notifications while you're at it to ensure you don't miss this tea. Oh, and don't even think about going yet. Watch the following video that appears on your screen because, trust me, you would rather not leave, and it's even messier than this. I would appreciate it if you could leave a comment and let me know what you think. If you haven't already, click like and subscribe while you're at it, and enable notifications so you don't miss this. The following video on your screen is even messier than this one, so don't even think about leaving just yet. You won't want to miss it. Above all, however, how long must Pap wait for Remy to eventually release him?